All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the Endor set of Black Series 6-inch figures. Now, there is one particular figure that is missing from this set, and I do have him, which is Akbar. But Akbar is a repack that we received in the other version of the box, the black boxes. And I did review that figure, and you can, if you want to see a review of that particular figure, you can go back through my playlist and locate that particular figure and that review. But today we are going to simply focus on the new figures in this Endor wave of figures, which is going to be our Han Solo Endor, Teebo Ewok, Princess Leia Organa Endor, and Luke Skywalker Endor. So absolutely cool stuff here, guys. And incidentally, Luke Skywalker, in a sense, is sort of a repack because we did get Luke Skywalker in the black suit. However, we did not get the poncho, nor did we get the helmet with this particular figure. So in a sense, it is a repack, but at the same time, it is a new figure. So very cool stuff here, guys. So we do have 4 individual figures to review here today. So we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible so we don't have a very long review. Starting with the boxes, guys, we're going to hit all the boxes all at the same time. So, of course, all of our figures are in their new boxes. We have them here in the window with the Black Series logo at the top of the box. And then, of course, we have the Return of the Jedi green banner across the bottom of the window for each one of our figures. And then, of course, we have Han Solo, Teebo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. Warning labels, 4 and up, Hasbro, all of that good stuff. And then, of course, specifically with Teebo, you have quite a few accessories there in the window. And then, of course, each one of our other figures comes with their respective weapons. And then, of course, on the side of the box, which is a new feature with the new boxes, each perspective box creates a full illustration of all of our characters with a cool silhouette of the Return of the Jedi and all of the iconic features of the Return of the Jedi, and specifically Endor for this particular matter. So really, really cool stuff, and I really do enjoy this particular new option for the boxes. We have the name of each one of our prospective characters at the bottom: Han Solo, Teebo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. And then for the back of the box, we have our Han Solo Endor, Teebo Endor, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker with the illustration of each one of our figures. And then, of course, we have the numbering for each one of our figures, which is obviously out of sequence here, but we have number 5 for Han Solo, number 4, Luke Skywalker, number 3, Princess Leia, and then Teebo would be number 2. My assumption is Akbar would be number 1, but I'm not even 100% sure about that because I haven't even looked at the back of that particular box yet. It's just sitting there on the shelf. We also have a small blurb of each one of our characters here. I'm not going to read those blurbs for you here, guys, just so we can speed up the process of this particular review because we have a lot to get through here today. So we have our attention information and all of our readables at the bottom of each one of our prospective boxes. And then for the other side of the box here, we have our window, side window, the wraparound with the banner for each box, and then our Star Wars Black Series logo at the bottom of each one of our prospective boxes. Now we're gonna go ahead and get these guys open, get a look at all of the features, the design, articulation, the accessories, and all of that good stuff. And then, of course, we will have a very cool diorama at the end of this review, guys, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, so we have our figures out of the box. Very impressive out of the box, each and every one of these figures, guys. But we're going to go over the detail of each and one of these guys. So let's go ahead and get started. So getting you guys a look at Han Solo, and he looks absolutely great. He looks great. I actually got a couple of these figures simply because I love the jacket and I wanted to customize that jacket possibly for another figure. So I don't know, I may pick up multiples of this guy simply because, and even if you look at the face sculpt, I mean, of course Hasbro has been spot on with their face print technology, but this one right here, that is really good from all sides, all angles. I think it looks good. I think it looks great. So it's a very, very good figure. I mean, if you're gonna have multiples of a figure, it might as well be this particular guy right here. So that's really, really nice. And then of course we have all of the signature features for our Han Solo, the signature vest, pants, boots, belt there. And we have items there on the belt, which is absolutely awesome. And then of course his signature pistol right there as well. So that is very awesome. Then of course, again, the jacket is a soft good, a thin material, very similar to what we received with the Black Series 3 1/4 figure. It's a very similar jacket here with the very thin material. So very, very nice stuff there, guys. He looks absolutely awesome. Holster there. And then all of the stuff that we're familiar with our Han Solo figure. So very, very cool stuff. Very awesome. Jacket is removable. So we've removed the jacket there and put his pistol in his holster, and which fits nicely. And what I really like is, and I don't know what they've done differently here, but I always have a hard time getting this to fit in its little hole and without it popping back out. And on this particular figure, it looks like they solved whatever issue that has been with that, because this pops right in and fits nicely over the weapon, over the handle of the weapon. So it stays in like it's supposed to when you want to pose the figure with his pistol in the holster. So that's really cool. The detail in the hair, I don't know if you guys can see that there on the camera, but the detail there on the hair is a really, really nice job that they've done there with the hair there. It's really good job there. Nice looking figure. So getting you a look at articulation, your Han Solo Endor is going to give you a straight arm like so, an elbow bend like so, which is really good. You have your 360 motion there, awesome. He's going to give you a T-pose like so, so that is very awesome stuff there. Your twist is in the elbow. You also have a twist in the wrist as well. Your left hand has a back and forth hinge, and the right hand is going to give you an up and down hinge. In the leg area, you're going to get a straight out like so, knee high like so, the double knee, so he's going to go back pretty far. Han Solo's widest stance is going to be about that wide. Have a twist at the thigh. However, the twist at the thigh here is not going to do you much good because the holster is connected right here. So you're not going to be able to get a twist there. The ankle area is going to go down about that far and up about that far. Of course, you do have your rocker for the ankle as well. Ab area, he's going to go down about that far, back about that far. And then of course you have your left to right twist and a decent range of motion in the ab area. Head area, he's going to go down that far, up about that far. You have your twist left to right and your head nod. Very cool stuff. For accessories, again, your Han Solo comes with a soft good jacket or a long coat. Really cool, very awesome. It is obviously removable. Nice stitching, very cool. So now let's get you guys a look at Princess Leia Organa Endor. So getting you guys a look at Princess Leia Organa. Really, really cool stuff. She looks absolutely awesome. I love the helmet. I love the poncho. Of course, her Endor outfit with the blue pants with the yellow stripe and her boots. really cool. The hood for not only her, but for also Luke Skywalker is sewn onto the poncho. So the hood is not articulated to put over the helmet, which is a bit unfortunate, but at the same time, we've never seen him on film with the hood up. So, but it would have been nice to have that a functioning hood on these ponchos. But she looks really, really good. And as you can see, there is her weapon. Very awesome. That's one of the accessories that she comes with. She also has the helmet, which is removable. So you can remove the helmet and get you guys a better look at the face sculpt. She looks really, really good. And I like the hair. She has her Endor hairdo there, which is really awesome. And it's very cool that when you put the helmet on, I mean, you wouldn't even think that she would have that much hair underneath there. The helmet fits her so well. So that's cool. And of course, the helmet is one of her accessories as well. Comes with a chin strap that has a little notch on the strap. So it does connect to the inside of the helmet there to wrap around her chin. So that's really cool. And the helmet is awesome. So even some weathering there on the backside. And it is a very, very cool item. Very awesome. So she also has her holster right there. And it holds her gun, holds her pistol real nice. Very cool stuff. And then underneath the poncho, you have her green military top, I believe it is. The poncho is attached to the belt. The belt is somewhat attached, and I believe I don't see an area where the belt detaches from the figure, so you can remove the poncho. I'm sure it is removable, but I don't see an area where it can be removed, so I'm not going to actually remove that from the figure. So the best that I can do to remove the poncho is to pull it over her head, and just to get you a look at what's underneath there and her outfit underneath. So really nice detail, by the way, underneath. And I'm sure you can remove poncho by removing the belt. I just don't see anywhere where you can fully remove the poncho from her with the way that it's connected to the belt. Going over articulation, she's going to give you a straight arm like so, an elbow bend like so. She will give you the 360 spin all the way around. We'll give you a very nice T-pose, twist at the elbow, and a twist at the wrist. The up and down hinge in the wrist. There's an up and down hinge in the wrist. And for the other wrist, it is a side to side hinge. In the leg area, she's going to kick out like so. She's going to give you a knee-high bend like so. She's going to go back about that far. She does not have the double jointed knee. She has the new hidden knees that kind of hides the joint a little bit. So that's as far back she's going to go. She's going to kick out to the side very well. Her widest stance is going to be about that far. Your twist is going to be at the thigh. You also have a twist at the knee. In the ankle area, she's going to go down about that far. It only goes up about that far. You do have the rocker in the ankle as well. In the ab area, she's going to go down about that far, back about that far. She has a very good range from left to right and a very good range in the torso in general. Very, very cool. She's going to look down that far, up about that far. Of course, you have your left to right and your head nod. So really, really cool articulation. And then next up is going to be our Luke Skywalker Endor figure. Let's get a closer look at Luke Skywalker. So getting you guys a much closer look at Luke Skywalker. Very cool figure. Basically the same figure that we got a little while ago, Return of the Jedi. figure. And this time around, he's just coming with his poncho and the Rebel helmet as well. So really, really cool stuff. Very awesome. And I believe the helmet is removable as with Leia. The poncho is connected by the belt, but I noticed this before. I see that it looks like the belt comes off from right there. You can kind of remove it there, and that should release the poncho if you want to remove the poncho. So that's cool. And then of course you have the helmet, which should have the chin strap here. So you have the chin strap that connects underneath there, just like it does with Leia. And then you remove the helmet and you have your Luke Skywalker helmet list there. Very, very cool. Decent face sculpt. Not too bad. I think it's all right. You have the hair there, the dirty blonde. Really, really nice stuff. Poncho, again, sewn to the back, so it's not functional. It's just there for looks. So, really, really cool stuff. You have the belt. And the belt runs through the poncho there. But again, I believe it disconnects from the back. You can see that there's a little attachment back there. And then of course you have the rest of the Return of the Jedi outfit underneath. So really, really cool stuff. And then of course a look at the helmet. It's the same as Leia's. Minus some of the weathering. Well, there is some weathering. His is on the side there. It's a little silver scratch and kind of towards the front. So you get some cool weathering on both helmets, and to distinguish the two, the weathering is in different places, which is pretty cool. So the articulation on your Luke Skywalker Endor figure, he's gonna give you a straight arm like so. He's gonna give you an elbow bend like so. He will give you the 360 all the way around. He will give you an excellent T-pose. Your twist is at the elbow. You also have a twist in the wrist. You have the up and down hinge in the wrist and the side to side hinge in the other wrist. In the leg area, he's gonna kick out like so. He's gonna give you a knee high like so. He's gonna go back about that far. He's gonna kick out about that far. His wide stance is gonna be about that far. Your twist is in the thigh. In the ankle area, he's gonna go down that far. Gonna go up about that far. Of course, you have the rocker back and forth. In the torso, he's gonna go down about that far and back probably about that far. And then you have your left to right twist and your range within the ab area. In the head area, he's gonna go down about that far, up about that far, your left to right, and your head twist right there, guys. So very, very cool stuff there. And then again, your accessories, the helmet, and the lightsaber. Get you guys a look at the hilt. Very, very cool stuff there. Very nice. And then last but not least, we're gonna get a look at Teebo. And he is a very, very cool guy. Got a lot of fur. He's got a lot of detail and weapons. The bone necklace, the hog-like headgear, which is awesome. Get you guys a closer look at that detail. That is really, really nice work with the detail there. That is very awesome. And then getting you a look at the back, I have one of his weapons holstered in the back. His axe, actually. That'd be like an axe-like weapon. And then of course he has a spear. And then he also has a knife that is holstered here on the side. pull the knife out. Very cool stuff. That is his little side knife. Goes right into the holster right there. And that's some cool stuff right there. Very, very cool. So he is a very, very nice looking figure. And I can't wait to get more Ewoks. And obviously a re-release of Wicked is needed now. So that'll be cool. So to get you a look at the articulation, your Teebo is going to give you a straight arm like so. Give you an elbow bend like so. So that is really cool. It's going to give you a T pose like so. So Teebo is going to give you a T pose. Your twist is going to be at the elbow. Also get a twist in the wrist as well. You have a back and forth hinge in the wrist. There's a back and forth hinge in this wrist as well. In the leg area, he's going to kick out about this far. Knee high is going to be about that far. Goes back about that far. Kicks out to the side about that far. Teebo's wide stance is about that far. Area, he's going to go down about that far. Up about that far. Have the twist in the ankle or so. He's going to go down about that far. Back about that far. You have your left to right. And a very, very good range in the torso. In the head area, he's gonna go down about that far, up about that far, left to right, and a little touch of the head nod. Not a lot of room, probably due to the necklace. But very, very cool stuff with your Teebo figure. All right, guys, so as you can see, the gang is all set and ready to be put into a diorama setting. As you can see, we do have the forest of Endor and the Imperial bunker there, or something kind of sort of like the Imperial bunker there. So we're gonna get ourselves a very cool battle on Endor diorama. review of Black Series 6-inch figures, guys, for the exception of Admiral Akbar, as we have already reviewed that particular figure. But here we have your Han Solo Endor, your Princess Leia Organa Endor, and your Luke Skywalker Endor, and then of course your Teebo Ewok. So absolutely wonderful figures, must-have figures for any Star Wars collection, especially if you're a big fan of Return of the Jedi. I only have some very minor gripes, typically the hood on the ponchos for Luke and Leia. Those are sewn to the back. Again, it is a little nitpick because they never actually use the hoods, but it would be nice to have the functioning hoods with the poncho in case you want to do something different that's not seen in the films. Other than that, I have no issues with any of these figures whatsoever. They are absolutely wonderful figures, and I'm very, very happy to have them a part of my collection. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to these figures. Have you picked up the wave of Endor figures for the Black Series line, guys? What do you think? One other thing that I would like to see with this particular line of figures, specifically the Endor figures, much like they did with the Hoth Trooper, and they gave us an Army build trooper with optional faces, I would like to see a Endor Rebel trooper with the same optional faces, to switch out the faces, to give us a couple of different combinations. I think that would be a very, very cool figure. They could also give us a Captain Rex from Return of the Jedi, since he has now been included with that group on Endor. I think that would also be an excellent figure to add to this particular line for the Return of Jedi Endor figures. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in regards to that. What additional figure would you like to see added to the Endor wave of figures, guys? Let me know and put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.